Okay, so what we've got here, we have got our correct the sentences first. So Mavis ate most of her salad, but she left a orange slice. All right, so today we've got some comma work that we've got to establish. We've got two comma rules we're going to be using today. One of them is a very simple one. It's the comma before a conjunction. Now, the main conjunctions, in this sentence, I'm going to circle the conjunction for you right now. So this is the conjunction in this sentence. And what conjunctions do is they combine thoughts. Now, in this case, this conjunction has combined two sentences. So the main conjunctions, if I typed them out for you, the main conjunctions are and, or, and but. Those are the three main conjunctions, all right? Now, in this sentence, like I said, the conjunction is right here. I've circled it for you. So when you have a conjunction and it's combined two complete sentences, because Mavis ate most of her salad could stand alone as a sentence, and she left a orange slice could stand alone as a sentence. But we wanted to combine them together to make a better sentence. And when you do that, you have to have a conjunction and you have to have a comma before the conjunction. So you always put the comma before the conjunction, and another way to say it is where the first period could go. Okay, so keep that in mind when you correct this sentence. Also, be aware of this right here. I want to point that out. Be aware of this. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay, let's go to number 2. We've got another comma rule in number 2. We have our first appositive of the year. The word I just said was this. Appositive. And all that means is extra information. That's it. Okay, so extra information always has to have commas around it. So let me read the sentence to you. Dr. Conrad's wife, Jill, will join him at the ceremony. This sentence could say this. Dr. Conrad's wife will join him at the ceremony. But they've given us extra information. They've told us Dr. Conrad's wife's name. It's Jill. So that is the extra information. And why in the world they don't use, say, let me draw that for us so it's a little bit, makes more sense. There should be a, that's Jill. It's somebody's name, by the way, so obviously we have to fix that. But Dr. Conrad's wife, Jill, will join him at the ceremony. Jill is the extra information, therefore we have to have commas around it. That's what an appositive is. It's extra information. So make sure you have commas around that extra information. There are some other things in number 2 you definitely need to look at. We've got names, so we've got proper nouns here that have to be capitalized, and we've got a possessive noun. Whose wife? Dr. Conrad's wife. So make sure you've got your apostrophe where it needs to go. Okay, now look at number 3, guys. Number 3, we've got another noun, verb, adjective, or adverb question. She picked a delicious peach from the tree. You got to ask yourself, and let me change the color so it looks nicer, but I'm going to use a fancy arrow here. You got to ask yourself, is delicious a person, place, or thing? Is delicious something you can do? Can you do delicious? Is delicious describing something? Because if it is, it's an adjective. Is delicious describing something you do? Can you do something deliciously? So keep that in mind when you decide, is this a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb? Because a noun is a person, place, or thing. A verb is something that you do or something that is. It's what the subject is or does. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. And an adverb is a word that describes a verb. Okay, choose wisely. Synonyms or antonyms. You can't do this unless you know what a synonym is. A synonym is a word that means the same. So what's an antonym? Well, an antonym is a word that means what? Opposite. So the two words here are generous and stingy. So you got to first know, what does generous mean? Are you a generous person? Or what does stingy mean? Are you a stingy person? Now you have a computer, you can look these things up. And then you got to decide, is your answer, are these two words synonyms? Do they mean the same thing? Or are they antonyms? Do they mean the opposite? Okay, now, look at number 5. Circle the correct abbreviation for Ohio. That is pretty straightforward. What's the correct abbreviation? Okay, have at it, guys.